So anyway, we're not doing television. We're doing radio here on AM 1240 WG. What a bad segue that was. And we're in the pre-show for Dave's Gone By, and we're playing music, but we're also doing a little bit of talk. Now, most of the time on this 10:30 show, I'm joined by co-host. His name is Jeff Goodman. He's a good friend of mine. He's a theater critic. He's also the owner of Fancy Schmancy Balloons, and I'll be talking about that in the 11 o'clock hour just a little bit. But Jeff is not with me here in the studio because he is bicycling. No, he's not bicycling through Babylon or Freeport, Long Island. He's in the middle of Anchorage, Alaska, on vacation, and it's going to be great to talk to him. He's calling literally from Alaska right now. Jeff, you there?
I am here looking at the lovely blue skies of Alaska overlooking the Anchorage Inlet, which is known as some other name, but I can't remember.
Wow, so you're near an inlet.
And we're looking at the Sleeping Lady, the mountain Sleeping Lady, and we're at Earthquake Park, where there used to be homes, but they...
Is that Earthquake Park or Hearthquake Park?
No, Earthquake.
In joke here, yeah.
I'm here. It's now Girthquake Park.
So you've been in Alaska for how long?
About 9 days.
Cool.
8, 9 days, something like that.
So what's the...
Now,
yeah.
I have to introduce someone because I have been... Luckily, the people of Alaska are so nice. They've been cheering my fat little self on this trail. And poor Ouida's been walking the whole way, and she's caught up with me bicycling. So I'm not really going all that fast.
Okay, and you were panting before when you called in a little earlier, so got to lose those pounds, boy.
I already went 4 miles. I'm very proud of myself.
All right.
And I went all the way uphill to Earthquake Park. So, and now I'm going to turn back and go because I have to get home. But I met up with Ouida. Ouida works for the Alaska Railroad, and she'll explain to you where we are, everything is in Alaska, because she's my little Alaskan friend and expert. So, you ready to talk to Ouida?
Rita, are you there?
Wait, hold on. Here she is.
Okay. I guess she's connecting to our pipeline
Hello?
here. Hi, Rita?
Ouida.
Rita.
Sounds like W-E-E-D-A, but it's really spelled O-U-I-D-A.
Like Ouida. How cute. Like Weezer from that movie with Deborah Winger. Anyway, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
So you work for the Alaskan Railroad? Doing what?
I do.
And
I work for...
What do you do for them?
I am the Equal Opportunity Manager, actually, for Alaska Railroad.
Meaning what? You choose some white people over others?
No. It means we give everyone an equitable opportunity. But, one of the other things that we're accountable to is our Disadvantaged Business Program.
Okay.
And which means that we get federal monies. We're kind of a unique entity, if you will, but we get federal monies. But so we try to give everybody an opportunity to bid and participate on our projects.
Well, is it significantly harder to do a business in a place like Alaska because of its location or the weather or...
I would say there's certainly some logistical issues, definitely. And if you're thinking about, the vast expanse of Alaska, plus with Alaska, a lot of places are not accessible by road. So, it certainly will be challenging, especially if you're doing something like a construction-type business. Mm-hmm. And depending on where you're doing the construction, you got to get the materials because we don't manufacture a lot of the materials here. We ship them. So, there's a lot of logistical issues that would have to happen. To build something in a remote place, you either have to float it in, fly it in, barge it in, or wait till a river freezes, and then you can kind of do it by snow machine or something.
Wow. I think in Alaska, it's on the books that everybody gets their own Zamboni. It's in their constitution somewhere that everybody owns their own Zamboni. Everyone has a Zamboni. You got to do something. Yeah. So,
the moose.
Have you lived there all your life?
No, I've lived here though I've lived here longer than I've lived any place else. I've lived here for 25 years.
Oh wow, okay. What brought you there in the first place?
Well, my ex-husband was in the Air Force. That was my initial introduction to Alaska, which is a lot of people's introduction to Alaska.
Right. And you just decided to stay because it was so beautiful and?
Huh?
The reason you chose to stay there instead of...
Oh, well,
wow,
of course. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. When I first came here, too, it wasn't as many people as it is here in Anchorage now. But it's just, you can wake up every morning, look out, you see mountains, and it's just, I don't know, it's breathtaking.
And you're bicycling along there, so you're also taking part in just the physical aspects of the nature there as well.
I come out to the trail almost every day, and I have actually I usually do 40, 50 miles a week on the trail. Yeah, so I come out almost every day. I actually did 2 marathons this summer. I've done probably about 9 or 10 in my life, and that kind of started later in my life. No, I didn't do that mountain marathon. That's too much chaos. I mean marathon, 26.2 miles, literally.
Well, not on foot. You're talking about on foot or on a bike?
No, on foot.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's right. Jeff was saying he's been biking and you caught up to him on foot.
No, we got to do it on foot. I've been actually taking it easy on myself because I pulled something in my leg, so I've been walking for the last few weeks. I haven't ran really at all.
So last question for you, Rita. Is this the best time of year to come to Alaska, or is it, would you say, the spring, or I guess...
I would tell people probably a better time if they want warmer weather. It depends on what people want. It's fall, so it's beautiful, the leaves are changing, the colors. But if you want like a warm type of summer weather, you need to come probably June. You know, in May, June.
And does that go for all of Alaska or just Anchorage area?
That's true for most of Alaska. You know, it's warmer in June. June is usually the warmest month. And I don't think it's cold now. I mean, it's in the 50s, yeah.
But will it plummet in November? In November it gets really cold?
Well, I don't say it's going to get really cold because it hasn't really gotten really cold for a lot of years, to be honest.
Oh. Cool.
And what we call what the average is really, used to be years ago. Mm-hmm. And even in Fairbanks, it's warmed up. I mean, all of our glaciers are melting, so I know global warming really exists. Yeah,
but for you guys, it's good. It's just one less sweater.
No, because it changes the entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
And, the polar bears and all that, too.
Well, thank you so much, Ouida, for, is it Rita or Ouida?
It's actually Ouida.
Ouida.
Like it was OUIDA, but it's pronounced as if it's spelled WEEDA.
Well,
I used to tell you like a Ouija board.
Like a Ouija board.
Yeah, but Ouida.
Or your ex-husband was a weed eater. No, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Put Jeff back on the phone. We have just another minute in the pre-show. Thank you so much for...
I should tell you to come see the Alaska Railroad because you get to see all kinds of wonderful stuff. AlaskaRailroad.com. We have lots of pictures on there, too.
Cool. Thank you so much.
I would be happy to arrange whatever you would like.
Well, yeah, if you can get me a free trip, I'm there.
Guys are on the air, so let's not talk to each other while we're on the air. Jeff, are you there?
Yeah.
Hey, she was cool. That was very neat.
Yeah, and Ouida is going to arrange for something next when you and I come up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be wonderful.
I'm going to give him my phone numbers and all that so we can keep in touch.
Not on the air, okay.
And then we'll do a remote or we'll tape a show right on the railroad.
That would be really, really cool. It would be wonderful. Anyway, Jeff, I've got to
I've
got to cycle from I've got to do some cycling. See a little segue there from the pre-show into the regular show. You want to hang for a few minutes?
Can I call you back in about 10, 15 minutes?
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Jeff Goodman.